So, back for another Believe in Boyt with this Obstagoon team for the final time. And this team has reminded me how much I both love and hate Durant. It is so powerful, but then when the Dynamax is gone, it's always going to miss. But Obstagoon has been doing alright. It has not been terrible, and I'm quite happy with that. Chandelure has been terrible. Chandelure is definitely the worst performing member. Like, I haven't brought Diamanitan too much either, but it's mainly a Durant team. Like, I say it's an Obstagoon team because there's an Obstagoon there. You don't often see that, but it is definitely a Durant team. Probably will look into using Durant a bit more, like, for serious teams as well, actually, because it's been a while since I've used Durant seriously, and it is still very good. Like, he got top 4 in the Champions Cup, so it's still definitely usable. But then it's like Obstagoon, I would say, is still useful. Like, Assault Vest has been pretty good. Like we saw before, it survived the Sylveon Hyper Voice into Quick Attack, and that was impressive. So might have even been at -1 defense. I can't remember, but there we go. It's a Vanillux. I haven't seen Vanillux for a while. People have forgotten about the move Aurora Veil, and they are just using Lapras instead and wasting their Dynamax, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Got the Charizard though. I do have Thunderfang on my Durant, so I should be able to just go Durant and Whimsicott, Tailwind, and Lightning the Charizard. I don't know if that would KO, because Lightning is slightly stronger than Rockfall, and I think it was a roll on Charty Berry Charizard to KO. So that means that Lightning would be weaker. So actually, I might just lose Durant in that case. I still think I leave with this. Bring Obstagoon because Obstagoon. And then Dracovish is okay. I think Darmanitan's better. Chandelure is okay, but Chandelure is being terrible for this team, so I'm going to go with Darmanitan. That is a cool training card. I like that. Didn't even realise that was a background that you could have. I like that. Oh, and we're in the battle tower. I like it when it's this background. It's Toxtricity. I'm okay with that. It's an air balloon. Okay, so can't go for Max Quake into it, unfortunately. So I want to match Tailwinds, but if he Trick Rooms, that is awful. Toxtricity gets Fire Punch, but I don't really care about that. But then I do care about getting Stun Shocked, which I am definitely going to be doing right now. I'm going to Flutterby the Whimsicott, and I will Tailwind as he Trick Rooms. That's always the awkward part of Whimsicott versus Whimsicott. Like, do you just Moonblast immediately so you can break the slash and then match the Tailwind next turn? I don't think I can afford to do that because he could Sludge Bomb / Ooze my Whimsicott, so I have to match Tailwinds this turn, because I won't be able to. Because I'm not Focus Sash. But then if he Trick Rooms, it's just Charm. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. But I did Flutterby, so this shouldn't KO Whimsicott anymore. And it is a shame I didn't double it. Like, that would have been the play after all. Because now he gets to Charm my Durant again. Probably losing Whimsicott. It should be a Sludge Bomb, I would assume. No, just an Overdrive. That's okay. So this turn I'm going to Max Quake and Moonblast the Toxtricity. He's done like the smart way of playing on Whimsicott. You should try and match Tailwind on the second turn, because then you get a 1-up on your opponent. could have safeguarded in case he stun shocked. That would have actually been pretty reasonable. Especially given that he overdrived. I could have gone for Tailwind again this turn, but no well. Okay, that's good, because even if he charms me again... Actually, no, if he charms me again, I don't think I can go. It's interesting he didn't go for that on turn 1. He didn't get a Throat Spray. No, he was epic, so he didn't need to overdrive to get his Throat Spray. Very surprising he went for that in turn 1. But yeah, so he's done the smart thing, but I'm pretty sure that he has not done the smart thing by letting me get a Moonblast to break the air balloon, and then Max Quake should still KO. Because this is effectively just a 2-time super effective hit. Very good. So he just wasted his Gigantamax. Very nice. And I get a nice special defense boost as well. Probably should have done that on turn 1. But we take those. Okay, I think this turn I will double the Whimsicott, because I want Whimsicott gone so that Darmanitan can beat the Dragapult. Maybe even Obstagoon can beat the Dragapult, but I will double the Whimsicott this turn. There's another charm. That's not going to be enough to save a Whimsicott, so... Is it going to be a Phantom Force? There's a Fire Blast. It's not going into the Durant. Interesting. Show me Life Orb, so it's definitely in range of Icicle Crash. I mean, I think that any Darmanitan is in range of Icicle Crash. Yeah, because it's a roll on Dynamax Dragapult. So yeah, there's no Dragapult that can live an Icicle Crash if you are not Dynamaxed. But if he brings in Charizard this turn, that is a bit more awkward. I will have to go for Rock Slide in that case. Which isn't the worst thing, to be fair, but he has got Fire Blast, so it's Excadrill, okay. It's got a lot more awkward, because now it's does he protect the Dragapult? Because I could double the Excadrill on the Protect, but if he doesn't, he will Fire Blast my Durant. And then he Iron Head KOs my Darmanitan. I'm going to switch into Obstagoon just to reset the drops. And I'm going to hope he doesn't have Protect. Because it is a 50-50 here. Of does Dragapult protect or not. And I think, like, the odds are... I won't say odds are in my favour because he might not have Protect. And he did not have Protect. And Icicle Crash actually managed to hit. Amazing. Fully expecting it to miss though, given how this week has been going. So it should be sorted now. I will go for a knockoff before the close combat because... Oh, actually no, he's going to have one more turn Tailwind. Okay, fair enough. Brick Break KO Obstagoon? That would be worst case. That would mean I have to hit two Stocking Tantrums. Which I don't want to have to do with Durant, because it's always going to miss. But theoretically, both of my Pokemon can take any move that the Excadrill goes for. It's just going to be flinching at the moment. Oh. Oh, look at that! Actually hit. So what is that, 3 for 7? And it was Focus Sash. And then Obstagoon will get the final KO. Excellent. I was kind of hoping that Durant would miss there, just to show off that show off more my theory that it is actually 20% accuracy rather than 20% chance to miss. But there we go. That could have been scary if he had a Gigantamax turn 1. That was a very strange choice to Gigantamax turn 2 though, when I had the opportunity to... Like, I still had the opportunity to break the air balloon on turn 1, but he could have Tailwinded in that case. very curious choice. Just one more. Hopefully Obstagoon is still going to show its worth. Because it has actually been pretty reasonable. I haven't seen an Inteleon for a while. Inteleon's very bad for Durant. Especially because he's got his own Whimsicott. Because he can just match Tailwinds and be faster. So, Obstagoon's Icy Wind is going to have to come in clutch here. I'm going to go Whimsicott Obstagoon, go for a Tailwind Icy Wind if I see Whimsicott and Inteleon. And I still definitely want Durant in the back. I just need to deal with the Inteleon before the Durant hits the field, and then it's actually amazing. Dracovish is still very good as well. Chandelure is not. And Darmanitan is okay, but I want Dracovish here. So, KO the Inteleon at all costs. Except for all 4 of my Pokemon. That would be too much of a cost. If Inteleon is KO'd before Durant hits the field, Durant very easily could sweep. So there is that Inteleon. So, do I even match Tailwind this turn? Do I go for the smart option of just going for... Maybe I can Snarl, actually. But no, I said I was going to Tailwind and Icy Wind. And that play still makes sense. No, that's a knockoff. I said I was going to Icy Wind and then I clicked knockoff. So I will Icy Wind and Tailwind. And here comes the Trick Room. Nope, just matching your Tailwinds. And he didn't Dynamax, so I could have very easily just won immediately by Moonblasting and Icy Wind. Actually, that's okay. Because this should be Ice Beam. A Snipe Shot, okay. Fair enough. So that won't do too much without your Dynamax. Thanks to the Assault Vest. And Icy Wind does connect, good. Now I am very much doubling this Inteleon. Pretty sure I'm still out of range of a Moonblast from Whimsicott as well, thanks to the Assault Vest. Interesting choice not to Dynamax turn 1 though, but now it's a knockoff and a Moonblast. And still no Dynamax, so that Inteleon is KO'd. And Durant has just been freed up completely. So very nice. And I would expect Obstagoon to be able to take this Moonblast. My damage intuition is pretty good. So that's pretty good. So if he brings in Sylveon, he has the potential to quick attack it, but that doesn't really matter. That is Sylveon. I recognise the first Japanese character that was Sylveon. So I think I'll be snarling here. It doesn't really matter too much. Actually, no, I will just try and knock off the Whimsicott. Because, like, Durant has won now. It's very kind of him letting me just deal with the Inteleon. And I actually outspeed his Whimsicott. I'm not max speed on mine. So that's interesting. Might be going for Trick Room here, because he's underspeeding Obstagoon as well, so very pleased I went for the double up there. That was good, because if he got a Trick Room, that would have... Oh, it was Viverio, okay. But yeah, that could have really screwed with the Durant, but now Durant does win. Like, he has Clefairy, Tyranitar, and Rotom. So Durant has won. So, pretty sure a Tickle Flutterby will KO the Rotom. It should also put Durant out of range of a Mystical Fire. Because this time it will be -1 thanks to the Flutterby. And he also has to have Mystical Fire in that case for it to be bad as well. I'm pretty sure Durant can KO the Rotom even if it Dynamax. If it doesn't, I'm actually screwed. And I've just been saying Durant wins and then it will just be O-code on the turn I bring it in. Even if I don't I could still win if Dracovish is faster than the Rotom. If it is able to survive. But you would expect Sylveon to protect it, right? Will be Rotom. So actually, hopefully, gonna find out. I'm going to learn this calculation. Speaking the magic incantation. To be able to win this game more easily. He didn't protect the Sylveon. Good play. Now we'll just have to see how strong this Durant is. So close, so close. But they're both at -1. So I would still expect Durant to make it through this turn for sure if he doesn't have Mystical Fire. If he does have Mystical Fire, that's going to be a bit more awkward. But would I be in range of Mystical Fire after this guy's setting up the rain? I don't think so. I think I'm still fine. And he was Life Orb and KO'd himself anyway, so I have one. Because Dracovish, even if he does have Mystical Fire and KOs me, then Dracovish just comes in and wins. And just another Hyper Voice, so unlikely to have Mystical Fire. It is pretty uncommon on Sylveon, I think, at this point. You do usually have Hyper Voice, Protect, you should have Detect, and then like 2 supportive moves like Quick Attack, Yawn, Helping Hand, things like that. Where are the Calm Mind Sylveons? That was huge in 2015. Like, Calm Mind sub-lefties was a very, very good set back in 2015. Where is that set gone? People should bring that back. That would still be entirely useful. But yeah, one of them was going to get the KO on Sylveon. So finishing strong for Obscune. I'm reasonably happy with how this week went. Could have got a bit more luck with the accuracy rolls, but there we go. That if you're playing Durant, you just have to accept that, even when it's not even Durant that's doing the missing. But it was, I believe, Mamoswine that won the Fun Conventional comment poll. So I will be using a Mamoswine team next week, and also doing a Mamoswine Fun Conventional on the Sunday as well. I am quite surprised Mr. Rhyme didn't win, given the fact that I said that I would do Mr. Mime and Mr. Rhyme if it won. But Mamoswine was the winner, so that will be the one. And then look out for a bit more fun video tomorrow, just like the blindfolded challenge. It won't be another blindfolded challenge, it will be another challenge. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching.